Hello, I'm Tooth, aka Threadable Ink on the interwebs, and I'm doing another getting ready and yapping because I love to talk, and that's all there really is to it. So, get my forehead out the way, get my fringe out the way. Forehead reveal. I don't know what my other clip is, that's kind of annoying, but outfit for today, I'm wearing a dress. Wow. That's kind of it. It's not very interesting. I'll try not to talk about Dream Daddy the whole time. Though no promises. I also need to correct myself. I kept saying Amanda Dream Daddy is so bisexual bob. She doesn't have a bob. Like, I'm like, in the game she doesn't, but like in my heart she's a bisexual bob girly. But also, if her little stupid ponytail was down, it would be bisexual bob length. Mark my words. Which, speak of ponytail, might do on today. I think my hair is slightly long enough. I can't do like a big swishy high ponytail though, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. And I can't find anything in my drawers. Oh, being silly. So I think, yeah, my brush is on the floor. Let me slowly back away. There we go. Yay. So, plans for today: seeing my friends, meeting one of my friends' uni friends, wander around where I live, which is the usual move anyway. But yeah, I'm feeling okay about it. I don't know. Oh, I need my mirror. Oh my god, everything's on the floor at the moment. I'll be back. I don't know how I landed in this situation. I should have really thought about this before I clicked record, but whatever. Anyways, I'm feeling okay about it. I'm feeling anxious, but I feel anxious every day of my life, which, like, I should probably get that checked out. But I'm like used to it, so it's fine. That's the logic then. But anyways, what have I been up to? I've been very much in like a painting mindset recently, but like not really how I usually am, because usually I'm like, I have one big piece that I work on and I'm hyperfixated on it for like a week, and then I finish it, I'm like, wow, this is so good or whatever. But like recently I've kind of been like not doing that, because I have big pieces I'm meant to be working on and stuff, but I just don't really have the urge for something that controlled and collected. I've just been like doing like little on the whim paintings that aren't like particularly the best ever. And I don't really, well, I do, but I'm not particularly like getting a reference up and following it and stuff. But I feel like that's been good for my emotional well-being, because I don't know, I get like, I don't know how universal it is, but I get like that feeling like in my chest. I'm like, I need to paint something right now. Which, like, I feel like other people probably get that for like hobbies that they have, or like art stuff. Oh my god, I just set my face to even put any cream fucking products on. What am I on today? It's okay, it'll be fine. But I get the physical urge that I need to do some painting, and I have a basement, and basically all my hobbies are done in the basement, other than like scrapbooking, which I do in my room, and then I get told off because I got paper everywhere. But like all my hobbies, that being painting, basically that's it. I do my basement, so I just go down there and then I paint. And yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of just doing stuff that's a bit more freeform. Weirdly enough, I feel like it's more meaningful than big work I do. Well, not meaningful, but it's more like emotive, because I have that physical urge to do it. But I think everyone should do art. I think everyone should paint. And I'm not even like, I wouldn't consider myself good at painting either, but I don't think you have to be. I think that in this day and age, there's too much of a focus on like being good at your hobbies, or your hobbies being monetizable, which I wrote an essay about, I think. But I just think if you have a good time and you enjoy it, you should. And I think everyone should have a creative outlet, even if they're not perceived as creative people. Like, I feel like the whole, like, I don't know, STEM versus humanity argument has like a, I think there is a real basis for it, because I tend to get along with humanities people more than I get along with STEM, because I don't know. But then also saying that some of my best friends are STEM people, so, well, my best friend is a STEM person, but as a whole, but I just think the whole divide of like, some people are just good at doing numbers or whatever, and some people are just made to do art. I don't feel like that's silly. I feel like it prevents people from exploring hobbies and interests, and I think you can do a STEM subject without, oh, you can do a STEM subject and still enjoy creative endeavors. And I think it's good emotionally, which I am biased because I do paint emotionally, but I just think it's a good creative outlet. And yeah, though I have a real problem about showing people art that I do. Like, I guess I kind of show my friends, but I don't even show my friends everything I do. I just, if I'm doing a big painting, I'll show, I guess. But I have like a real issue with it, which like I'm not obligated to show anyone any art that I do, but it just does feel sometimes like one of those things of just like, maybe I should, because otherwise, what's the point? But also, the point is, I get to have a good time. But I just think it's interesting, I think it's fun, I think it's whimsy, but I get real anxious showing people art that I do, because I just don't want like it to be misinterpreted. I also don't want people to be like, this sucks, this is bad, which I know people wouldn't be, because that's kind of a terrible thing to do, someone being like, here's my creative baby. Which the act of creation in itself, oh brother, I love her so dearly. But anyways, I don't want people to be like, this sucks, this is bad. But like, also, I don't know, I'm just a chronically anxious person. I feel like nauseous every single hour of the day. I'm so anxious. But stuff like that I get specifically, which is funny though, because I'll show like people poetry I write, which is arguably way worse. But also, I only show like 2 people poetry I write, and their reactions are always like, are you okay? Which I think is funny. But anyways, what I'm doing, I'm gonna try and match this colour, but I'm not gonna get it exact. I can feel it in my bones. It should just be close enough. Also, I've got blue in my hair, so even if it doesn't really match, that's fine. But anyways, yeah, that's fine. But anyways, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I should. This is like senseless yap right now, but whatever. But yes, I'm just anxious about being like, here's my art, guys. I feel that way about basically everything in my life, but I think art's the one that matters the most, because that is like a thing that people do with the intent to show others what they have done. But I just don't do that really. But like, I've only ever gotten positive reaction from my art, but it's like, maybe I'm only getting positive reaction because I'm just showing the people that like are closest to me and therefore would have a positive reaction. So sometimes I'm like, people are just being nice because they have to be, but it's a bit of a weird one, because also I don't really like being perceived, which like is crazy, because I feel like so much of my life is digitalized. Like, I'm a close friend story warrior. If I don't post one day, people like actually go out their way to message me, which is crazy because also I never don't post in the day. But like, if it's like gotten late in the day and I've not posted anything yet, people are like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm probably just busy, but like, I don't know. I'm doing this now, so it's like I can literally, I'm not helping anything with the perception of it all. But I don't know, I feel like art's just more personal. I don't even really know how to go about like showing wider people, like wider society. I don't know, maybe I should do a video painting. The problem with that is like, I'm so sporadic with it, and I take like a billion-minute breaks to sit and watch YouTube and stuff, which I actually don't know how loud that is, so maybe I'll turn it down. I'm so sorry for the last 10 minutes it's been playing really loudly. But I don't know. also that requires editing, because it takes me so long. It takes me so long to paint. And I don't really want to edit videos. I just kind of want to sit and talk. But, and plus it's like a multi-day process half the time when I paint. So who really cares? Who cares to sit and watch all of that? Let's be so for real. But yeah, I just don't think it really helps that I know a lot of people in creative fields, and they were always like showing off things that they do when they're in bands and stuff. And I'm like, painting feels like a bit more effort than that. Of like, if you're in a band, you need to go perform. I don't know what the fuck I do from painting. Like, walk around, show people, do an exhibit, I guess. But like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of effort. I feel like that's a pretty okay colour match. Are they at all like the same shape? No, but oops, guys. I don't really know what kind of shimmer I want to do. I always do shimmer. I'm like, I could do a blue. Might do a blue. Ooh. No, I fuck with it. I fuck with it, I think. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? I can just improvise if you couldn't tell. But that's made it look a lot bluer now. Which I don't know if that's what it needed, but it's swag. I'll put maybe some more glitter on top. I just love being shiny and shimmery and fun. Shining, shimmering, splendid, whatever. But yeah, art, I've been doing it a lot. I show off like scrapbooking pages I do to people. Not like wider society people, but like my friends' people. I think I'm more than when I paint, because I'm just like, scrapbooking is just fun. Like, it's just whimsical, and you can't be like, wow, what does this mean? What does this say about, you know, most persons? But it's just like, I had lots of pictures of birds, so I put them on a page. Like, it's not the same thing really. It's been like, I came up with this idea in my brain, and now it's on a canvas. But I also didn't think it helped that, like, because I'm a big acrylic girly. I love acrylic. I used to be a massive watercolour girly. I was never good at watercolour. I still dabble in her time to time. But I ran out of watercolour paper, so. But she was like a casual, like, I'm bored, let me paint something quickly. She was a relaxed moment. But then I got back into painting, like, on canvas, because actually, hello my ex-girlfriend. We're still friends. When we broke up, it was very a bit of a tumultuous time with uni and stuff, at the same time, and I was just like a bit #sad, and I was going through some of my old poetry I wrote when I was 16, going through a breakup after a really awful relationship I was in, and I was kind of just like, wow. So then I kind of painted the painting as you do, based off of a poem I wrote when I was 16, and it's not good. The poem's not good, the painting's fine. Like, I've improved since, I think, in both regards. But from that, I was just like, when I'm #emo, #emotional, I'll paint. And yeah, that's kind of how I do now. But also, painting was like kind of one of those things that I don't know. I feel like I just woke up and I was kind of good at. Well, good. I woke up and I was like, wow, I've really improved after not doing this for years, even by doing nothing. But I guess that's kind of proof that getting better at other things helps your skills. I'm doing a really bad job of cutting my lashes. Hang on. Hold up. Hold the phone. But anyways, this dress is a little bit too warm, I think, for today, but I just really want to wear it. And also, actually no, I will be too warm. I'm always too warm, but oh well. What else was I gonna talk about? I had other things to say, but I don't really remember what I was gonna say now. But yeah, shout out art. Love doing it. Love looking at it. I am a modern art defender. I think it's really funny when people get into arguments about it online. Like, who cares? Like, really, who cares? Is it that deep? No. If you don't get it, then it's not for you. I feel the same way about that as I feel about fan fiction, which I'm sure a billion people, I know a billion people have said this already, but don't even call this side, I don't remember, whatever. Fanfiction etiquette is like actually down the fucking drain. Like, it's awful. Like, I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. COVID happened, and then people kept getting to fandom spaces without knowing anything. But the whole, like, people act so entitled over fanfictions. It's like, guys, you have to remember this is probably like a random 14-year-old who's depressed at school writing this in their free time for fun. Like, just because you don't like certain aspects of it does not mean you can dunk the author, and don't put it in their comment section, because that's just rude. Like, they don't owe you anything. This is not you're not paying for a service. You're reading for free. And the way people talk about AO3 archive of our own archive, it's so crazy, because they're just like, wow, there should be censorship. I can't believe that this kind of stuff is on the website. Which, number one, big rule of fanfiction: don't like, scroll. Don't like, don't read. Not everything is made for your tastes. And then also, it's an archive. It's meant to be, like, it exists because so many fanfictions were, like, purged off of other fanfic websites. And it's like, you guys are so fucking annoying about it. Like, it exists to be a place with no censorship. And, like, sure, do I think some of the stuff on there is gross and weird? Yeah. But then do I read it? No. Like, just don't read it if it's not for you. But you can't be like, oh, add censorship, blah, blah, blah. Tags exist for a reason. I've got hair in my mouth, yucky. Like, the AO3 tagging system is so good. Like, if you don't want to read something, exclude it from tags. You're fine. Though I think that's another issue. I don't think people understand how Archive of Our Own works. Because I've seen people be like, there should be an algorithm so, like, you can see other fics like this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that just wouldn't work, because fanfiction is so, like, diverse. And also, that stops it kind of from being an archive, and that introduces a whole another can of worms. And the servers are already so fucking full and difficult to, like it literally went down the other day because there are too many bookmarks. Like, come on, let's be so for real. Do you really think an algorithm to recommend you fics that you're probably going to complain about is a good idea? No, the answer is no. But I just don't think people understand how to find fics on AO3, which I think is one of the issues. But, like, I don't know, guys. It's an archive. It exists longer than you knew that the fandom existed. Like, have some grace. But fandom spaces are so annoying, because people are like, oh, OCs are cringe. Oh, this is cringe. Self-insert's cringe, blah, blah. I'm like, you're in a fandom. That is cringe in itself, guys. And I've been in fandom spaces since I was, like, in primary school, probably. And it's like, I don't know. I don't personally make OCs. I don't personally write or read self-insert fiction. I don't do any of that. I don't care. But I think it should exist. And also this, like, turn to, like, oh, all of these things that have to do with fandom culture is so cringe, blah, blah. Bring back role-playing with people. And, like, not in, like, the 40-year-old man grooming a 7-year-old way, right? I mean, just like, why is everyone like, oh, I need character AI to talk to this character, blah blah blah. I need ChatGPT to write me a fan fiction between these two characters, blah blah blah. I'm not talking about that nonsense. Well, I am talking about that nonsense. It's like, guys, the reason why that nonsense exists, and also I'm really anti-AI. I don't know if you could tell from everything about me, but I'm really anti-AI. But the reason why people are using these tools is because stuff like roleplay is cringe. And it's like, God, it's not though. Well, it is a little bit, but also, I'm cringe, but I'm free. Like, that's the thing. Like, I will never get upset over being cringe. Like, I just don't care. I cannot fathom caring that much about other people's opinions on you to avoid doing stuff in fear of becoming or being perceived as cringe. Because at the end of the day, literally, who cares? Whose business is it? God forbid a girl's cringe. But anyways, that's makeup done. I used to do hair and stuff, but I don't really know what I want to do with hair. But anyway, TLDR, fanfic spaces, get cringe again, please, 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 please. And I'm an expert on this. No, I'm not. Oh my god, I just dropped one ring and then picked up the other and dropped the other one. Okay. But I always wear rings. If you're curious, I've got tan lines. It's my setup. Not very many. I feel like for someone whose dress is so silly and maximalist, rings should be like big on my thing. But I just like my little silver because it goes with everything. I don't know. This is kind of another day when I'm feeling my hair done, but I think it's because I've just washed it. I should do apple hair. My friend Leo calls this apple hair. I should do apple hair. But I was thinking ponytail. So I'll do that. Usually I do this at my big mirror. My big standing mirror on the floor. But I think I'll refrain for now. Oh, ponytail. I think ponytail is the move. My hairbrush is on the fucking floor. Because I kind of forgot this might be a thing that I do. I do it roughly. If I hate it, I'll put it back down. No harm, no foul. But yeah, what else to say? I've just kind of been moping around recently, can't lie. It's not really been doing much. There we go, I've got a tiny little ponytail. I might do it a bit higher shortly, but I have hair clips. I've got these white sparkly ones, and they match enough. But yeah, that's kind of it for today. Very casual video, but I don't know, they're easy for me to do, they're fun for me to do, and it's not that long. I don't really talk about it very many things, but I don't know. Oh, actually, I've got things to say. I know that the last video I did was basically a Dream Daddy video. However, ever, I'm now replaying Dream Daddy, so expect a Dream Daddy dedicated video of me talking about my favourite little knickknacks that happened in the game, because I'm compiling a list of things that I need to remember, like accidental polyamory, things like that, and also my opinions on every single one of the dads, because I will replay all of the dads' roots, even Joseph's. So in the coming weeks, expect the ultimate Dream Daddy video from me based on my opinions, which is exciting. But yeah, that's kind of it. Smash that like button if you haven't already subscribed. Oh, I miss when people used to do that. I miss YouTube, how it used to be. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's it for today. If you have any video suggestions, or I don't know, if you have any thoughts on what I've been saying, you can probably just message me. Let's be so for real. But anyways, that's it for today. I've said like 6 times, but yay, thanks.